And drum roll reveal. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to share with you, 818 has been just interestingly very present recently. Angel number 818 meaning for us today. Ooh, endings and fresh beginnings. We love that. That's what we've been talking about is, honoring the amazing in you so that you further step into and amplify that amazing in you. So you're stepping out of those endings that you're done. You're no longer feeding those lies and those negative beliefs. You're no longer continuing to put yourself down and limit yourself and hold yourself back from this new version, this next version of you, this way of life that you've been desiring. So ending a chapter, closing out timelines, healed past life trauma. This is why it's come up during this video today, is to really pivot away from what has been, because otherwise what has been can easily suck you back into it. All right? Because that was your way for so long. So you've got to be the catalyst to keep moving forward. So this time, this number and this time brings changes for which you are prepared. You are very ready for this. Tune into and receive the variety of messages from divine guidance. We have a notification of twin flame incoming. So if you've been in separation with your counterpart, you've been in a non-communication space, perchance in some way, shape, or form, your counterpart is going to make his presence known, whether it's telepathically, because that is definitely coming up a lot, not just in the twin flame connection, but in humanity in general, where you will have a thought about something, but you don't say it, and maybe an hour or less even, who knows, someone you're with or someone you know is going to say or suggest that exact same thing. And you're just going to go, wait a minute, I just had that thought. So this is going to be happening more and more. So you may very well simply get a telepathic message from your counterpart to all the way actual physical notification of some kind, physical communication. All right. Now, I want to disclaimer, as I like to do, be very mindful of any facet of ego attachment that you may be seeing with your counterpart. If you are easily controlled by their actions, then they have power over you. Okay? If they can manipulate your feelings, then they have power over you. So you've got to take that back. You've got to break that ego attachment. So 818 recognizes for us that it has become a time of generating wealth, both focusing on career and material world, and it's weakening physical connection with these attachments, though. Weakening the physical connection of that which has been holding you back from stepping into this space of abundance. The physical connection to the things that hold you in your old beliefs, your old ways of being that have been keeping you from manifesting wealth, manifesting abundance, and what dreams that you have, what things you would like. You want a new boat, whatever it is, you're allowed to want that because there's the adventure that comes with it. And this is what's so challenging about the spiritual community in a lot of ways, is the wanting of material things. It's so often made to be wrong for wanting that. But what so often is failed to be recognized is that say, for instance, the wanting of that boat is because of the adventure that your soul wants to have by having that boat. It's not the having of the boat, and we're talking about water and going with the flow, right? Your soul, that's calling to you. We've gotten so amplified in that ego space in this world that we overlook the underlying intention behind the wanting of something. So that's definitely something to really let yourself look into, is why do you want that? Why? So 818, one last little thing, is harmonious new beginning apart that is leading us back together. So perchance, again, you are in that separation from your counterpart, and you perchance you have just begun a separation space with your counterpart. Maybe partial, maybe completely in its entirety, right? But it is recognizing that every separation, every time apart leads to a place where you need to go next. And perchance what that is, which is so often in the twin flame journey, right, is that we have to go away in order to return in the way that we need to be, right? So this is like the shucking floor. You know, we part ways so that we may be cleansed and purified and healed and prepared to come back together in a higher level, more aligned, more empowered state and space of being with our counterparts. And this is what happens as well on this self-love empowerment journey when we take a break from things that once called to us or things that we were once passionate about. We take a break and we will oftentimes, it seems, maybe feel guilty and think that we're throwing something away, but there's this part of you that's just calling you to go there, to go somewhere else, to learn new things, to have this new adventure, to gain wisdom that you would not gain if you stayed where you are. And so what happens is you get called elsewhere on your journey. And then you're there for so long, you gain what you need to gain, and then you're called back around to a familiar place, but you are in a different space. Make sense? So this is what happens. We have new beginnings apart that leads us back together.